Hey everyone, I hope that you're all doing well. Everything is great, or you're seeing at least things that are moving towards great in comparison to what it's been in the past couple of weeks and months. I'm going to be doing the new moon reading now, and I've decided to do what I've done previously in previous months, where I use the Earth Magic Oracle cards to see energies going out, energies coming in, and any other guidance that we need. Okay, if I feel like doing something else or I feel drawn to do something else, I will then incorporate some other cards. We'll see how it goes. My spirit oracle's over there. 1 second. Okay, just in case, because we like to use that, or I like to use that. Alright, so today I'm going to use predominantly the Earth Magic Oracle cards. We used them many times in the past, and I'm going to do one of the old faithful readings that work for me. Okay, so give it a quick shuffle. I've not pre-shuffled today. I'll be doing a new moon energy ritual a little bit later for, I don't know if you guys saw the post on Instagram and on Reddit, where I offered to do some free energy work for people who were looking for jobs and they had to apply through email. So tonight's the new moon for when I actually do that. It's going to take a bit of prepping still because I've had a lot of things to do today, but it will be on. I'll either just put it on YouTube, or if I decide to and I have the capacity, I'll try and do a live video tonight of that. It's not going to be as massive as the one was for the Lionsgate portal, but it's a very auspicious evening. If you look at the post I just put on Facebook and Instagram as well about how important today is and how miracles can really happen. So put the energy out there tonight. Please make the wishes tonight. Set intentions tonight. Very, very important, because miracles can happen. Honestly. Okay, let me move this. Okay, so let's get on with it. So tonight I'm going to ask, with this new moon that we're facing, with all these potential really good things coming in, can we please have some guidance for the energies that are moving out of our lives right now? Energies coming in, and advice for us or guidance for us in any shape or form that Spirit wants to share. Okay, so what's leaving us? Okay. What energy is going out, please, at the moment? Purification. We had this during the week. Sorry, the lighting's a bit weird. I've got to get it just right. Vision Quest. I'll talk about them in a minute. I already know sort of what's going on here. What else is going out, please? Energy is leaving right now. What energies are moving out right now? I feel like I need that one. Okay, no, if it's meant to be, it will come out again. This is very interesting. Promise. We've had these in the last readings where I've used these. If you people have been watching, or following at least, the new moon and full moon readings I've been doing, these have come up. I should have done a recap actually myself. I'm sure this is the stuff that came up for energies coming in. What else is leaving, please? Energies going out right now. Shape-shifting. Wow. Okay, this was also there. Unfoldment. I need to go back and look at that other reading. I'm pretty sure a lot of these came up. Okay, I think that's quite a few. I'm going to ask if there's anything else, please, for energies going out. No. Okay. I want to speak about this first. You know, these are the energies that were coming in the last time, and things that we need to do, actions that we needed to take, like the purification here. This was about literally purifying your body. I even spoke to you guys about like maybe taking a shower or a bath that could be cleansing, and that the rains come in and purify everything. So this is really interesting. I feel like this is telling me that people have accomplished a lot of things. They've been working on it, and I think this is more like acknowledgement and to tell you that the worst of it is over and you've done the work. Okay, so this purification, this is also, you know, purifying your home, cleaning out old stuff, purifying your life. If there were like old relationships and stuff that you needed to sort out and get rid of and complete, all of that maybe needed to be done. The vision quest we spoke about as well, where I said that, you know, in a lot of the traditional indigenous tribes and stuff, they used to send the young men out to go and do their vision quest, which means they need to find themselves in the world. They need to find out what it is, how do they survive, what is it they need to do, what is their purpose, all of that kind of thing. And this is, we've been on a vision quest, and some of us have felt like we've been in the desert. All right. So this is really interesting to me. Also, the promise. This is about new moon. Please note, which is new moon tonight. But this is about, and this is something I've dealt with a lot of clients as well in the past life readings and stuff recently. Vows and promises that you've made that you have felt obligated to keep up, or it could be friendships, it could be places where you feel that you are bound to be loyal to somebody or something, to a cause. We need to remember that loyalty, you know, is all relative. You can be loyal to a cause that is really unjust and is really misguided. So loyalty isn't the same as having integrity. And sometimes we need to realize that, or we need to say, you know, I have tried to stay loyal to someone, or I've kept a promise. They haven't kept the end of the bargain, and it's time for me to sever that relationship or cut those ties. It's also maybe that there is renewal of relationships. You know, relationships don't always have to end, they can be reborn. And you can renew your promise, or you can realize the gravity of the situation, you know, and perhaps even reignite that spark because you realize or you remember the promise that you made to that person. But a lot of the time, the new moon is a sort of energy of letting go. And I think this is also about purpose. Remembering what your purpose is, remembering what you need to do, and what needs to be let go of in order for you to do that, and what needs to come into your life in order for you to do that. I also think this is the completion of cycles for some people with regards to relationships, especially romantic relationships, and maybe even some twin flame stuff that has come full circle now. Okay, not necessarily in a bad way. Just because I say its energy is going out doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It could be this cycle is now complete. Maybe you've actually found that person that you were looking for, or they just found you. Something happened, and now there's this kind of union energy, and we've come to a completion. It would be very interesting for me to actually look at the um, twin flame stuff and see if there hasn't been some completion of a cycle after this. The shape shifting came up as well, clouds, about change and transformation, and this unfoldment goes with it as well. I spoke about the lotus flower that comes up from the mud and how it is sort of born into where it's supposed to be. Can you guys see nicely there? So the lotus flower gets born at the bottom of the mud, at the bottom of the lake or the river or wherever it's living, and it has a long stalk that comes up, and eventually it reaches the top and makes its little lily pad, and then the lotus flower opens up and it becomes one of the most beautiful flowers that is held very sacred, but it comes out of the mud, and that shows a stage of transformation and how some of us feel. We've either come out of the mud or like this kind of desert kind of energy where we feel like it's really been the dry season for us or a winter. And I always talk about the cycles. You know, we have to have summers in our lives, we have to have winters in our lives. There always has to be this balance. And this is what this is about as well for me. This is about transformation, shape shifting, that you were changing into something else. It's not always comfortable. We really stretch our comfort zones when we change ourselves, our habits, whether they're eating habits or you let go of some kind of negative thing like you used to smoke too much or drink too much or whatever other addictions maybe we have, even if it's like social media, those kind of things. But there's shape shifting, there's been massive change, okay, in our behaviors in our lives in different aspects. So this is showing me a completion of all of these transformational things that we've been working on, and it has felt really slow. You know, at one point it felt as if I was doing the same reading over and over almost, and the energy was moving, but it was like moving slowly. I really do feel that there's going to be an acceleration now of positivity, but let me ask what energies are coming in for us now, please. I'm going to just give it one more shuffle quick. So you guys know I'm not cheating or anything like that. Okay. What energies are coming in for us right now, please? This is interesting. Generations, ancestors. That lighting's a little bit better now, hey? Okay. Ancestral work's really important now. And we were talking about, you know, taking on, in some cases, our ancestral karma and stuff and sorting it out and taking ownership for that. And a lot of people are learning from the ancestors. I've seen from the readings I've done for clients recently, they're tapping into the knowledge that their parents are sharing with them or their grandparents. The grandparents and parents also have released some of those generational conditionings where they didn't want to share this kind of wisdom with the children, or they thought it was weird, or, you know, traditional things were not right because they didn't go according to their belief systems, whatever the case is. All of this kind of stuff's coming up. And the ancestral energy around us right now is quite strong. So if you think that you have felt somebody around you, smelt their perfume, had a dream where it seems really real of somebody who's passed, all of that kind of thing, it's very much active at the moment, okay? Autumnal equinox. Okay, you guys in the northern hemisphere have just gone through the autumnal equinox, and this is a sense of release. I had that in one of my daily readings, and it was the spring equinox here for us in the southern hemisphere, which is, you know, there's rebirth. Whenever the leaves have fallen off these trees don't panic and say, oh, I'm bald and I feel so exposed and life's so terrible and I'm never going to have leaves again. They know that winter's going to come and winter's necessary for other things to happen. Sometimes the snow is necessary for certain seeds to germinate, just like sometimes fire is necessary for that. And the leaves know, the trees know that they're going to get new leaves. There's going to be blossoms, all of these kind of things. There's going to be really good stuff coming afterwards and renewal after this release. But they release the leaves, they let them fall, they shed it, and this is the energy that we need. And that is coming in again is some release, and I'd want to use the word relief as well. Okay, that heaviness, just shed it, shed the old stuff, allow that. Allowing is a very big part of this process. Okay, what else is coming in for us, please? What other energies are coming in? I don't know if that one's just escaping because of the way I've moved the cards. Volatility. Okay. I'm not going to make everything all sunshine and roses. Volatility can be arguments with other people, issues at work, all of that kind of thing. Can you see right at the top here, though? If you look there, there's a couple there. There's two faces right in the top in the smoke. This could mean relationships, volatility in relationships of all kinds, but I feel that this is part of this release and this cleansing process. Okay, maybe there are things that need to be said that are long overdue. Maybe there needs to be a little bit of volatility for something to shift for you. Okay, so this release and volatility, I feel like sort of goes together. Volatile situations do bring a sense of release, whether we like it or not. And sometimes certain situations have to almost explode before we have some kind of resolution. So don't always view it as a bad thing. Sometimes people have to just have a quick um, shout at each other, you know. Here's lightning power. This is coming in as well. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of shifts with regards to maybe people having to, again, like I say, maybe you've been too soft, maybe you've allowed people to walk all over you, maybe you need to be a little bit of bit volatile and have some release and say what you got to say and exercise your power and stand in your power. For me, lightning energy is always seen as God energy. Or energy of the gods. Like you think of Thor as well. I know everyone's gone crazy with the Marvel comics and everything, but traditionally in the Norse beliefs, the Norse pantheon, Thor is the god of lightning and thunder. And a lot of the time in the Hindu tradition as well, there's a lot of talk of lightning and thunder and um, even they even talk about the turmeric root that is born of lightning and thunder, and how turmeric is the spice of the gods, and how it can help with certain health conditions and all sorts of things, inflammation, cancer. And they in their traditions, there's like this mystical story about how the lightning brought the turmeric root that looks similar to the lightning bolts and all of this kind of thing. So for me, it has got power on so many different levels, and it's associated with connection to spirit for me. And I think that I need to share this association with you tonight, because standing in your power, having to say your say sometimes and stand up for yourself and put your foot down is not always a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you are a volatile, toxic person. Sometimes it's necessary, and we just need to remember that whenever we do something like that, we need to walk away from the situation, like I always say, knowing that you acted in the best version of yourself. Walk away saying, you know what, I'm proud of how I handled that. I still put my foot down. I stood up for myself, but I didn't raise my voice. I didn't act like a hooligan. I still got my point across, and I walk away with my integrity intact. I felt good about how I handled that. Okay, but this definitely is something about where we have to set healthy boundaries for ourselves. Okay, what other energies coming in, please? Oh, okay. Really? I'm not going to take the last two, but I'm going to take these. Oh, okay, so now we move past this, and we've got celebration. There's definitely good stuff coming in, guys, stuff that we need to celebrate. Maybe it's even the relief after all of this stuff has gone on. Okay, and radiance, the summer solstice. I need to read the summer solstice for you guys quickly. Then we'll look at the other card. Let me just locate my book. Here it is. Okay, so alright, please listen carefully. I feel like I need to read this to you guys. The word solstice originates from the Latin word solstitium, which means stationary or stopped. This is because twice during the solar year the sun appears to rise and set in the same place over several days. It seems to be taking a much needed rest before making the next circuit across the sky from one solstice to the next. Its ceaseless, predictable certainty having existed since before the time of our ancestors. There are stories in many cultures that personify the sun as a deity, either male or female, often riding the sun across the sky in a boat or chariot. Chariot of the gods. With the summer solstice, comes the culmination of the sun's travels that have led to the longest days of the year. The light is now at its fullest and has provided its own brand of nourishment to the land and all of its inhabitants. Celebrations and ceremonies abound. Passion and playfulness are themes. Celebration. We feel an innate desire to be outdoors in the natural world and reap the benefits of the longest days of the year. We instinctually seek the light, and during the cycle there is an abundance of it. Okay, we're speaking metaphorically here, people. Just remember, please. Okay. So here it says, let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen in the future and focus on appreciating everything you have that is good and right. Allow Father Sun to take away your worries and cares. Do something physically active to stimulate your inner light. Dance or sing. But most important, get outdoors. Don't let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. In one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into the world. Smile a little more. Notice the beauty of nature. See the humor in the paradoxes of life. Show your love, especially to those with whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch how the world around you lights up. Okay, this is appreciating what we have and living in the moment. And just have some fun. Sing, dance, celebrate, get outdoors, okay? Very interesting. If this is the energy coming in, I don't think it will take much effort for this to actually happen. You guys don't have to say, oh, actively have to go and sing and dance, to activate this energy. But embrace it when it comes into life. I think the opportunities are coming in. Okay, and full moon, completion. Yeah, I really feel like this is a completion of a cycle here. Yes, tonight's new moon, but still, this is about completion. There's some kind of cycle that's completed, and we're going into a very positive cycle now. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, my lighting is not ideal this evening. Okay, I'm going to ask if there's anything else about energies coming in. One last shuffle, please. Energies coming in. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to ask for advice on what we can do, what we need to know, any kind of guidance for us going forward. Guidance for us now, please, or action we need to take. Ancient healing wisdom. Okay, this goes with this energy coming in. Look into ancient healing wisdom, guys. I have had so many clients in the past week or two that have been told to look into this. Look into your natural remedies. Look into if you want to get into, herbal remedies, or maybe there's something that can help you if you've got a health concern. Look into using aromatherapy oils or essential oils. Look into getting the knowledge from your ancestors. If you've got a grandmother or grandfather that can teach you something, don't turn your back on it. Okay, when they're gone, and that knowledge goes with them, unless we are willing for them to impart it to us. Don't regret that. Okay, I've heard many stories where people say, I wish that granny was still alive so I could ask her right now. They're here with you. Ask them, even if they're not physically here. There is an energy of them being around us right now that's very strong. Just put it out there and say, please, help me to find the right book for this, or help me to look up the right information on the internet. You'll be surprised how they know how to use the internet all of a sudden, okay? They're always with us and trying to help us and love us and guide us. Tap into that. Don't be afraid of it. Okay. That's lovely, and these cards are going to be underneath each other, ancestors and shaman. I feel like some of you can connect to this energy as well through doing some artistic endeavors. If there's painting, like painting, beading, something that's like an old traditional way of doing things, maybe that's what you should be doing. Okay, what other advice do you have for us, or guidance, please, or action we need to take? Escaped in the opposite direction. Creation, dream time. Okay, I mentioned dreams just now. This is about fulfilling your dreams. This is about making wishes and dreams that come true. And I want to say to you guys now, especially if you're doing manifestation and stuff, do you see all the infinite possibilities there are? Do you see how many different multitudes of things there are? Creatures, shapes, beings, colors, everything. It's completely open to interpretation, and this is where creation comes from. This is where manifestation comes from. Tapping into the universe and saying to the universe, I can only give myself or imagine for myself what I have experienced within my short period of time on this planet. I know that there are multiple potential outcomes and things that I can't even think of as options, because like I say, we've had this limited time on earth. It would be very arrogant and presumptuous of us to think that we know everything and we've experienced everything and that there's nothing the universe can teach us. I can tell you it can give you a couple of surprises. If you can think of 100 options, there is actually 100 million options. Okay, so open yourself up to these infinite possibilities when you're asking for something or manifesting something, and don't try and imagine exactly, imagine the fundamentals of what you need and put it out there, and then just let it go and let it happen. And let the universe piece that all together for you in the best possible way. The best thing you can do is to always say, please let it be for the highest good of everyone, or for my highest good. If I don't know what's good for me, you give me whatever's for my highest good. Some of the best things in my life have happened because I surrendered like it, and I said, please, I don't know what to ask for right now. I'm in a desperate situation. Please bring into my life whatever is for our highest good. And that's when I've had some real miracles happen in my life as well. Okay, pay attention to your dreams. And you may have some ancestors visiting in your dream. If it feels really real, if you can really feel like you're touching them or you smell them or something like that, that's a visitation dream. And try to pay attention to the things you see and hear and colors and all of that kind of thing, because there's often messages they're trying to impart. Sometimes they're very direct and there's no mistaking what the message is. But otherwise, just to pay attention to your dreams and remember to dream. Remember to dream and to create things in your mind and imagine. And, the sky is not even the limit. The whole universe is out there, so don't limit yourself. All of that is accessible. All of it is available to you. We just have to get rid of our conditioned blocks that we have in our mind of this lack mentality and this lack of deserving things. Okay. All right, let me just get back on track. So we're asking, please. Just checking that that's all I wanted to say, because I felt like I almost wasn't finished and I cut myself off. But that was everything. just don't limit yourselves, guys. Don't think anything is impossible. That is the most debilitating thing you can do to yourself. Okay, all right. So, what other advice do you have for us or action we can take, please? Oh my word, if I see another rainbow, this is amazing. I needed this so badly on a personal level as well. Rainbows have been really good for me. And my brother reminded me of something the other day. If you are, you know, if you've ever read the Bible and you are religious at all, he said to me the other day, "What do you remember what a rainbow meant?" And I mean, he's not really religious either, but it's very important to know a little bit about everything. And he said to me, a rainbow means a promise. New moon, promise, rainbow. This is very significant for me personally. But I've seen rainbows a lot in readings and stuff lately as well. I saw one by another reader this morning where she had the rainbow in the picture. And maybe it doesn't mean promise for you, but it usually means blessings and some kind of really good omen, okay? I'm going to read blessings for you guys. Shall I read promise and blessings? I think so, because that's new moon. Let's read promise and blessings. Okay, new moon. Gazing at the silver of the new moon smiling down upon them, the couple embraces each other, welcoming the promise of their love. The fading sun drapes the clouds and waters its tinge of luminescence as the crescent opens its arms to the nearby planet Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love. This is a time of manifestation, beginnings, and renewal, with the promise that our desires will come to fruition. Here, Grandmother Moon initiates another lunar cycle, moving from darkness to fullness and back again over approximately 1 month. Her promise of what is to come is embedded in the first glimmer of the light as she emerges from behind the curtain of darkness that has recently encompassed her. It's a promise that she has kept for a long time, as long as she's existed. I want to say at this point too, don't forget we also got full moon, guys. I feel as if there's something, because this is moving out, we're moving away from the new moon tonight. This might be that this radiance and celebration stuff happens by full moon. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is the time to launch a project, a new relationship, or renew something that's been put aside for a later date. With your intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself, that which you desire will manifest. The seed of that idea is ready to emerge from the darkness of the subconscious into your full awareness. The next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this idea. Okay, remember these are energies going out, but I'm still reading this. A promise has two meanings. It can be a commitment or guarantee to yourself or someone else that a particular thing will happen, or it can imply that something specific is expected to happen. When your will is aligned with the will of Spirit and your intention is focused upon what you wish to have happen, there will be fulfillment and the promise is kept. Very interesting. Okay, let's quickly do blessings. Rainbow. A rainbow is created by the collaboration of sunlight and water in the atmosphere. The water droplets become tiny prisms that collectively diffuse and disperse light into a ribbon of colors that is the essence of every hue we are capable of perceiving on this planet. Rainbows symbolize many things, including good luck, a bridge between heaven and earth, a bridge to heaven, and abundance. It's difficult for any of us to ignore the majesty of a rainbow and the gentle power inherent in its display. It's such a simple blending of the elements coming together in perfect visual harmony to create one of the most beautiful signs in all of creation. Although there are diverse meanings attributed to the sight of a rainbow, a common thread is that it offers blessings. The artist of this image created this rainbow to commemorate a friend who had just died. She worked on it whenever she felt her love and appreciation for her friend, the blessing he brought to the world and to her life, often after a spell of tearful grief. The storm has passed. Okay, guys, listen very nicely. This is your advice, eh? The storm has passed, and it's time to enjoy the refreshing beauty of this cycle. Even though it has been difficult to appreciate any sense of purposefulness in what you've endured lately, you can now, as they say, count your blessings. Do not just look at the brighter side adhering to some academic mantra that has no heart or depth, but do so slowly and with genuine gratitude that is expressed up close and personal. This ever evolving process of life itself is a blessing, an opportunity to exist as a human being on earth. The planet is a beautiful garden, even if it does not always appear to be so. Sometimes it's only when you look back at the memory of an experience that you can truly see the blessings that have come from them. Bless your difficult or painful experiences and let them go. This is really, really good news. Okay, let us see if there's anything else. Any more guidance or advice, please? Thank you so much for that one. Effortless. Okay. There is a story behind this card, but I don't think this is pertinent today. This is to say to you things are going to be much more easily available to you, easy to do, come into your life more easily. We're not going to have to push, dig deep to find that hope and that faith and all of that stuff that we've been trying to do. I feel like there's a big ease coming here. Okay, especially because this comes after the blessings card. Just as the water flows down here and cuts crevices into this rock with ease and it just slides in everywhere and cuts new paths forward, this is going to be effortless for you. Really beautiful messages coming through. Okay, is there anything else, please, for advice or info, something we need to know right now? Crystals. Focus. Okay, you need to focus on what you want, not what you do not want in your life. If any of you use crystals, this is a good time to tap into this kind of energy. If you need to clear negativity, if you need to bring things in, tap into your intuition, whatever it is that you need to do, balance your energy centers, if you're into any of that kind of thing, and definitely to focus. The point of this card here and the picture that's depicted here is that these crystals are many together in the roof of this cave, all right? And the more crystals there are, the more light is refracted and can bounce off the others. And this amplifies the effect and the reflective properties that it has, as opposed to there just being one crystal. So this is telling you to focus your energy, focus your intent, work on your creation and manifestation, but it's not going to be as difficult as it was. Okay, there's blessings coming and it's going to be more effortless. And practice makes perfect. So that may very well be a reason for that as well. And don't forget to tap into some ancient healing wisdom. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, anything else that is guidance or something we need to do right now, please? What we need to know right now? I kind of feel like that's it. If they just throw chunks of cards around, then I usually know I'm just about done. Okay, last one. Okay. This is the bottom of the deck now. Communion, and this is to remember to stay in connection with spirit, to be in communion with animals and the spirit world and just your higher self, your guides and guardians. Just keep yourself open to everything that is coming in for you with regards to messages and that kind of thing. I'm going to do 3 of these. This is the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle. The messages are very plain and simple, but I think that there's something in here for us. Okay, may I have 3 cards for guidance and what we need to know right now, please? These are actions for us right now, okay? I just feel like there's something. What do we need to know right now, please? You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected. This is, protection's become a big thing lately. People are concerned about it. Oh, come on. Okay. What else do we need to know right now, please? What can you tell us? Some guidance. This one says playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, and joy creates miracles and manifestation. That sort of encompasses the dance card that we had. So we have protection. Your loved ones, your belongings, everything is protected. Please don't worry. Okay. Playtime. This is talking again about dance and celebration, not to take things too seriously and to celebrate. Okay. These blessings are coming in. Try and lift your spirits. Try and engage in that kind of energy. They know the importance of playing, and joy creates miracles and manifestation. Okay, that's the creation card that's coming up as well. Just play, create, enjoy, have fun, and bring that kind of positive, high vibration energy into your life. Okay, last one, please. What else do we need to know today? This is about the release. Time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out, so that the new can come in. Okay. They're releasing their leaves. We sometimes also need to release certain things. It's time for new energy to come in. This power, this volatility, all of this stuff. The new moon and the full moon coming up in one reading like this. Old energy leaving, new energy coming in. The full moon's going to be quite important. Okay, I feel like there might be one more. Is there anything else that we need to know, or any action we need to take, please? This popped over in my hand like that just now too, and I put it back. I have had this, and I've done this card for somebody else this week, someone very close to me. Blessed change. Do you see how her world has been turned upside down? But she's not unhappy about it. Do you see the smile on her face? This is major change coming in. These blessings. A major life change brings you great blessings. I'm not lying, you can read the small print. A major life change brings you great blessings. Don't be afraid to be out of your comfort zones, guys. If you're starting a new job, some kind of new adventure, moving to a new place, trying to start a relationship with a new partner, don't let your past influence what's going to happen in your future. What's in the past is past, and these energies have shifted. Don't expect the same thing to happen over and over, because then that is what you're manifesting. It's vitally important that you expect new experiences. You expect things not to be the same way they've always been for you. Okay, you expect change to come into your life. If you've had a reputation with really bad relationships, then no, okay, that's over. It's in the past. This is going to be good now. This is going to be something solid. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you. And then to end off, I'll do one spirit oracle for you guys, because I know everybody loves these. Okay. Okay, please give us some words of wisdom tonight for the collective. I'm leaving it open-ended, whatever messages you want to give to us tonight, please. Joy just now. Kuan Yin, we get her every time. If any of you guys are regular watchers, we get Kuan Yin every time. Okay, love and compassion, a time of healing. You're being showered with love and light. Accept this gift. A newfound joy for life will replace your sadness. Okay, guys, we've had that card so many times. I feel like this is really coming to a head now, and it may be the last time we see her for a little while. And I've never said that before. She may prove me wrong, but I feel as if that is it. She's been telling you it's coming, and now this is the time. I think this has a lot to do with romantic relationships as well, this message. And people who are trying to lift mourning from people they've lost. I think this is why this ancient energy is here with us as well. Kuan Yin saying you will have newfound joy when you let go of that, when you finally find peace with it. So maybe some people will have visitation dreams that will bring them some closure. But that's the message I get from just looking at this card tonight, which I've never got from that card before. Oh, you're kidding me. Kuan Yin, okay. Not making it up. It says here, enjoy the journey of life. Be not afraid of its mysteries. That's what I just said to you guys. Don't be afraid to be out of your comfort zone. Take a chance and follow your heart, for you're being guided by an angel. If you've been wavering about proceeding with something that is dear to you, then this is your confirmation. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. Blessings. Not making it up. Promise. See at the bottom there? Blessings. Rainbow. Blessings. It says blessings. You are being showered with light. Your creativity is being stirred, activated, set alight. An endless stream of rainbow color stems from your heart. An endless stream of rainbow color. People, I'm not making these words up, I promise you. There, you can read it for yourself. Let me move it over so you can. This has been a really lovely reading. Okay, and last shuffle, please. Is there anything else that you need to tell us or we need to know? think that's it. I think I need to take that card. Renewal. That word was used today as well. Okay. Rest. Rest is also being emphasized. I was told to rest by my Reiki practitioner today. Okay. I know some of you also asked about him, by the way. He's back in action. If you want his contact details, please let me know. It says rest. Switch off the mind. A short holiday would do you the world of good at this time. A change of scenery results in renewed clarity and a sense of purpose. Okay, that could even just be getting out in nature if that's what you need to do. If you can't afford to go on a holiday, or the holidays are just about ending here for us, for our school kids, then that's what you need to do. Okay. Anything else? Last one. Okay, guys, I think that's all. I think we have got many messages that have cross-referenced and really validated each other as well this evening. So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful full moon. I hope that all of this, all these blessings and this focus comes to you. I hope that it is effortless, and I wish you just to be in your radiance, and for everything to just be lifted and everyone's life to just be easy and blessed and abundant. And I do wish that for you. And don't forget to make your wishes and your intent known this evening, please. Okay, it's very important. I send you all lots of love. Take care. Have a beautiful week next week. Bye bye.